There is abject poverty in Africa. Africa is a third world country. The politicians in Africa are so corrupt. Because of this letter, there are many churches in Africa. Still, there is no progress because of this letter. Please, I know this might take some time. I want you to calm down and listen so that we can reason together, understand the foundation of our problem. 95% of problems in Africa because of this letter. Because of this letter. Please share this video. Let other Africans know the reason why we are where we are today. Because of this letter. Let me go straight to the point. This is a letter from King Leopold II of Belgium to colonial missionaries in 1883. How did the world get hold of this letter? One of the missionaries left his own letter inside his own Bible, and it was discovered early 19th century. And when this letter go public, the church, the Western world, tried to invalidate the originality of this letter, but it didn't work. Let's go straight to the point. What did the letter say? This is according to King Leopold, what he was telling the colonial masters. After this letter, they now held the Berlin Conference of 1883, where they sat down about 14 countries to share Africans among themselves, because they already had a template they will use to hold Africa. This letter, this is a letter from King Leopold II of Belgium to colonial missionaries in 1883. Let's read together. He said, Reverends, fathers and their compatriots, the tax that is given to fulfill is very delicate and require much tactics. You will go certainly to evangelize, but your evangelization must inspire above all Belgium interest. Belgium interest, the colonial master's interest. No matter what he evangelized, the Belgian interest comes first. Let's continue. Your principal objective in our mission in the Congo is never to teach the niggers to know God. This they already knew. He said their mission is never to teach the niggers, the black people, to know God, because they already know God. This was according to King Leopold, 1883. For some of you that still argue that these people brought us worship of the living God. King Leopold said they already know God. Let's continue. They speak and submit to a Mungun, one Nzambi, one Nzakomba. These are the names of creators. The Most High in Congo, the way we call our own Chukwu Abiyama, Prumihenine. And what else? I don't know. They know that to kill, to sleep with someone else's wife, to lie and to insult is bad. So we know, Africans know that to kill is bad, to lie is bad. So 10 commandments didn't teach us that to kill someone is bad or to lie is bad. Let's continue. According to King Leopold, he said, have courage to admit that these people already know what is good and bad. You are not going to teach them what they know already. Your essential role is to facilitate the task of administrators and industrials, which means you will go to interpret the gospel in the way it will be the best to protect your interests in that part of the world. Let's go. For those things, you have to keep watch on disinteresting our savages from the richness that is plenty in their ground, to avoid that they get interested in it and make you murderous and competition and dream one day to overthrow you. He said they will preach the gospel so that these savages, they call the whole of Africa savages, will be uninterested in the God-given minerals in their land. They will be uninterested in it. Why they drill it? He said they should interpret the gospel in such a way that the savages, which is the entirety of black man, will be uninterested in the minerals in their land, in the oil in Niger Delta, in the gas at Imo State, the gold, the nickel, and the silicon in the whole of northern part of Nigeria. They should be uninterested in it. Now let's go. Your knowledge of the gospel will allow you to find tests ordering and encouraging your followers to love poverty. This is the origin of all our problems. He said the missionaries should learn the Bible to the extent that they will teach the followers, the black people, how to love poverty. Let's go. Like, happier are the poor because they will inherit the heaven. And it's very difficult for the rich to enter the kingdom of God. This is what King Leopold II of Belgium asked the missionaries to teach Africans. So you that have been receiving the sermon every Sunday, trying to embrace poverty, someone asked these people to teach you these things. It is because of this letter that a pastor, a reverend, a bishop will own a private jet and most of his subjects will be poor. Because of this letter. Now, let's continue. And it's very difficult for the rich. Okay, you have to detach from them and make them disrespect everything, which gives them courage to affront us. He said, teach them to disrespect everything, which gives them courage to confront them. What are those things that give them courage to confront the colonial masters? Their ancient spirituality. King Leopold, you're genius. Their ancient spirituality gave them courage to confront the colonial masters. He said, interpret the gospel in such a way that they disrespect their ancient, all their deities and all their gods. This is King Leopold II. Let's continue. Okay. I make reference to their mystic system and their warfare protection, which they pretend not to want to abandon. And you must do everything in your power to make it disappear. He said they are mystic and their war fetish, all their gods of war. If you come to Igbo land, you see Amadio Hakamano or thereabout. If you go to other people, you see their gods of war. He said that these missionaries should make everything possible to make sure that these things disappear. She said that they should do everything humanly possible to make sure that all these things disappear because this is their problem. Your action will be directed essentially to the younger ones. For they won't revolt when the recommendation of the priest is contradictory to their parents' teaching. He said, he asked them to go after the younger ones. Because when they teach the younger ones and whatever they are teaching them is in contradictory with what their parents is teaching them, they won't revolt. Okay? The children have to learn to obey what the missionary recommends. Who is the father of their soul? The missionary is the father of their soul. No longer their father. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach students to read and not to reason. Oh, King Leopold, now you do this one. Oh. King Leopold asked them to teach students to read and not to reason. This is the reason why. If you go to Western countries, if you go to Europe and America with your BSc, they will not give you a promising job. You have to start afresh. Because they ask them to teach them to read, memorize, cram, and not to reason. That is why we have not invented anything since King Leopold II wrote this letter. Nothing.